Our previous video, I mentioned I will be talking about different softwares and how they work and how to get the best out of it. Today we'll be talking about Vmix and how you can get the best out of Vmix. Follow me.
When the first thing you do is to go to Vmix site to do a trial test, and the trial test will give you 60 days. Go to your browser, type Vmix, and you click on trial. Then you download, register with your email. A trial code will be sent to you, which you will use for 60 days. Now, if you look at it now, you will discover that in Vmix, if you look at OBS at a studio mode, you discover that they both have almost the same interface. You have the preview, then the program. We'll be looking at all the tags, the button we have below, from the add input to record to extender, then to stream, then to multi-coder, then the live playlist, then overlay. Now let's go. Now add input, that is where you could add anything you want to add into Vmix. Then that makes your Vmix much more colorful. Now, before you start your streaming at all, there's what we call plotting. You must plot what you want to do. What I mean by plotting, I mean you must have a plan of what you want to do. If you have not designed things, templates you want to use, the kind of lower third you want to use, the overlay you want to use, you might get stuck in the process of you trying to get the job done. Without you having a plot, you cannot be that creative in getting the job done. I hope you get that. Let's move further. Now we click on more. When you click on more, you have the video, then the DVD, the list, the camera, NDR and desktop capture, then the stream XRT. You have the instant replay, that you have image, you have view delay, you have another image, then you have photo, you have photo, you have PowerPoint, then colored, then you have audio, then you have audio input, then you have text, then you have virtual setup or virtual sets, then you have web browser, then you have video call. And the recent one, which is Vmix 28, you have what we call the Zoom integration. The Zoom has been integrated into it. Then I think they have one other one, I think Tele something. I'm going to put that, the other upgrade, into it. I'm going to show you in the video. Now let's go. Often when you want to start your streaming, the first thing I tell the person on the console or on the system, please make sure you bring in your sound first. Big people, your audience can forgive you when you have a bad video and a good sound, but when you have a very good video and a bad sound, your audience might not forgive you. That's why I tell people, or anyone that is working on any of the streaming software, bring in your audio first. Know your source of audio, then get your audio. You can see your audio, then you can use your headset to get a feedback, to know what you're projecting or what you're sending to the people actually watching. Then the next thing, you can bring in your camera. Now at the camera, you look at your resolution. What is the capacity of your system? Look at the resolution you're bringing in. Look at your frame rate. Minimum, if you're not running sport, just go at 29 or 30 frames per second. Then your video format, just leave it at default. Your audio, you don't need an audio because audio is coming on separate. Now I'm going to explain the reason why I said audio should always come separate. If you have any issue with your video capture card, your video will go off and your audio will still be on. And when your audio is still on, you can have something as a banner to put on the screen to still give your audience hope that you're coming back. You can just write picture is coming back soon, or thanks for watching, thanks for staying with us. You can just add something and make sure that your audience is still with you. Then the next thing is bring in an image that you want to use, like a screen breaker. Let's look for one. Let's look for one. We can use. Okay, let's use this one first. Okay. Now I have the video coming in. I'm also have a screen breaker in case something happen. I can easily switch over. Then my audio is still on for my audience to have something on the screen, and they know that we are not completely gone. Okay, the next thing is your NDI. The reason for the NDI is for you to bring in something to Vmix either through another system or you capture from your own screen. That's why you have the NDI and the local desktop capture. You use the local desktop capture to capture from your system. By the time you click on your local desktop capture, it will tell you which of the display that is actually on. Anyone you click on, if you click on this display one, it will tell you if anything is on display one. This is what is on display one, and you can actually send that to your live feed because you've captured that. If it is your presentation also, you can as well do the same thing. If for the people that are actually for church, if it is your easy worship, free show or Bible show, you can actually push them in from there. And from your NDI, that means you're sending a signal from another laptop that is on your network that is also having an NDI on that system that you can use to send. That means the other system you're using must also have an NDI. Your instant replay is basically for those that are actually doing sports. If you're not running sports, you might not really need your instant replay because it takes space, and it takes space on your system. If you don't have enough space, don't bother running. As I said, today we're just looking at the basic thing. Then image, we've talked about image. You bring any image into the system, then the picture is going to come up in like a slide form. The same thing here, it's going to come in like your image subsequence, going to come in like a slide form. If you have a folder of let's see if you have so many. Yes, now your image will not be going as if it's a slide or a video, but you don't have. Okay, let's go next to the next one. We have the picture. You can bring your picture like a slide. Let's see. Now the picture is loaded. Now it's going to come in like a slide. When you load in your pictures, they're going to be going as a slide. You can move them one by one. You can move them, but if you don't really need it, you can only do this probably if you did not set up your PowerPoint and you're looking for something they can easily use. But you must be able to number those slide, or you right click on it to show you all the slide you are actually working with, so that you can tell the system this is what you should put next, this is what you should put next, this is what you should put next. That make it much more easier for you. The same thing is applicable to your slide. If you have your PowerPoint slide, you can right click on it to see. You can as well increase the time of the transition. You can change the effect, then the duration of the slide, put it at 500. Then anything you want to change your effect to, you can actually do that. Okay, let's move ahead. Let's go back to add, then more, then the PowerPoint. If you have any PowerPoint inside we want to send into the system, click OK. You have the PowerPoint loading. It takes a little bit time. Okay, yeah, that's the PowerPoint. We can send in the PowerPoint. The same thing, you can right click on it to check the PowerPoint and tell the system what you want to do per time on the PowerPoint. Okay, what you want to do on the PowerPoint per time. Let's go back to image. Let's go to audio. The color bar, you can change the color bar. Now this is the color bar. I don't really need the color bar. Sometimes you might need it just to have on the screen. Oh, we are still on, especially when you have network breakdown and you quickly want to push in, or your video is actually not on the screen, you want to push in something, you can actually use that. Okay, let's go to what next? More. Your audio input. Yeah, your audio input, I actually talked about it. You bring your audio input, know the audio input you need for the particular job you're doing. Your source of audio is very important. If you know that, that is when your audience can actually hear what you are sending online. Okay, we go back to more, then we go to the text. Now on your text, you have your lower third, you have your scoreboard if you're actually running a sport, and you have text, you have timer if you have vertical, or depending on what you want. You have multi-view if you want to create a multi-view. Let's use the multi-view. Let's just text the multi-view. Let's see, we have multi-view. Let's say the title, I just said convention. We have Lagos, we have UK, you can actually change your text, the font size, the font style, then the size. When you click OK, it's going to apply. This is it. If you push that in, it's go. Then what do we use this for? I can actually bring in video and place in each of those boxes. Okay, you double click. When you double click, you go to layer and multi-view. Your layer and multi-view allows you to add in whatever you want to add into it. You have add to it, then just click on edit, reduce to the size that will take the space, then you check, you measure. Okay. Then you come back to multi-view, then click on the next one, then click on edit also, then you have it. The same thing is applicable to your video. If you have video, you do the same thing to the video. If you click on OK, that's once you have that on the screen, then you can switch from your original video by using quick play. Quick play if I need that. Okay, let's go back to more. Let's go back to text. We're still on text. Okay, let's look at let's write something. Let's just write okay, let's use that. You can actually change the color if you want, if you are not satisfied with what you have there. If you can change the font style, if it's too big for you, you can actually double click on it, or you go to setting, then you reduce, click on main, which is the main, you reduce, you put it, you can move it to wherever you want to move it to. Then the number below can be used to lay and overlay. If I click on number 1,